All right, we have Arcturus. I have a theory. This is their year. They're down 67% for the year. But as you can see here, today they got trading higher. They got a Scotiabank initiates coverage with a sector outperform rating. They have a target price of 32. Now, normally that does not matter. But they also, okay, some of these are high. 66.45. You could say, and then now the Scotiabank one is not even that much compared to the other one, the Canaccord. But marketing authorization for their self-amplifying mRNA COVID vaccine. That is helpful because Moderna and Pfizer, they're really certainly, people aren't liking them. And projected revenues exceeding 5 million years post-launch. The company is poised for substantial growth. Okay, so that is promising. So now, even without what I'm about to say. So Kennedy just took away Moderna's vaccine funding for their COVID stuff, okay? But wait, they've also done it for their biotech, their bird flu. And this is saying bird flu vaccines threaten our biosecurity. So it's saying they announced they're canceling the 760 because it's not scientifically or ethically justifiable. The cancellation comes after Moderna received positive interim data from a trial testing. So, dude, that's a lot of money. Now, if you look up Arcturus FDA, Arcturus recently got the fast track designation for their vaccine candidate for the pandemic influenza A virus. I think that Arcturus is poised to get something soon. But I could be wrong. But then you also had Arcturus. That was from, wait a minute. That was from April 10th. So this is less than a month ago. And this vaccine isn't ready. But, I mean, they received the fast track. And then another one that I think could be very promising. You also have TRAW. And they're also another one that's on an absolute year horrific low, okay? And TRAW Pharma, they have also met with the FDA about their antiviral. So now they announced receipt of guidance on their Tivuzexvar, I don't know how to say it. And that one is an antiviral for bird flu. So Arcturus is going to be the vaccine that they are looking like they like. And this could be the one for the antiviral. And it's saying they met pre-investigational drug new application meeting. The FDA provided feedback on development paths for potential approval of Marbuxil, TXM, for bird flu seasonal, including the use of the one animal rule. The one animal rule is intended to provide a path to approval in situations when human clinical trials would be unethical or impractical. I don't know. And then the other one that I think he's liking is GOVX, because they had gotten a funding from GOVX. I need to look up. They had gotten funding for their COVID vaccine, and then it was randomly pulled, okay? So they had gotten it from BARDA, lowered to 14 from 18. So that was because they also have an Mpox thing coming on. But wait, their BARDA is what got pulled, terminated. But then, right after this BARDA was terminated, Kennedy basically said he was going to make his own funding thing and basically kind of go against BARDA. So, GOVX is another one that I think is being favored by the Kennedy administration. And you could also say another one on a definite low, but this was during when their Mpox thing was going to pop off, but that didn't. But they're still working on that. So, Arcturus, TRAW, and GOVX, I think, are some biotechs. And I'm also just liking ABCL because it's a Peter Thiel. They got that Founders Fund connection, and I think they could do interesting things. And they're another one on a low. So ABCL, not related to Kennedy stuff, but their stuff is getting picked up in Canada. They're a Canadian company. This one, they have a phase 1 for their menopause symptoms. I'm not sure what that is, but there's a lot of women in the world, and that could be something. But ABCL, I'm interested because they have Founders Fund backing, and they're like one of the only biotechs that has Founders Fund backing. So another little one I'm looking at.